All right, we are headed out on day 3 of our
Extravagant.
Abilene adventure. We're gonna go check out the breakfast burritos. Supposedly they're huge and good. So we went on a little side quest today. We got hit up by a fellow YouTuber out here. His channel is called Max's View. I never met him before, but you know, I went out on a limb because the people out here in Abilene so far have just been super nice to us. And he's like, hey, come on over and I'll show you guys some of my reptiles. And so here we are. We're about to pull up to his place, and we're gonna go meet Max.
Well, howdy.
Hey, what's up, Max? How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Just enjoying the Texas sunshine.
Nice. Thanks for inviting us over.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go in and see what you got.
Whoa, sweet.
Whoa.
This is my caiman. So he's small right now, but give him a pinky every other day. Give him mealworms. Not these freeze-dried ones; those are for the chickens. But
okay.
yeah, you want to hold him. Just hold him basically right behind the armpits.
So it's called a caiman?
Yeah, so it's a smooth front caiman. They're a crocodilian. They are, yeah, they're basically just kind of smaller crocodiles or alligators.
That's pretty cool.
He says he's going to get up to 5 to 6 feet, that
About 5.5 foot, yeah.
Holy
So he'll eventually go outside because that's, I think it's...
Like, yeah, what are you going to do with him once he gets that big?
Oh yeah, hail screen because they will climb, so you have to do it up and kind of over and...
Oh, okay.
But if I don't do it fully enclose itself.
I don't think you ever held one of those.
I never...
That's pretty sweet.
Do you want to hold it?
That's alright.
Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid that I'll drop him.
Yeah.
So, my fiance and I, we have a bet going on who's gonna get bit by him first.
So, he hasn't bit yet?
I mean, he's turned a couple times. He's gotten upset, but
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like that just now? Was that him getting upset at me?
Yeah. Just,
He's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got a Lowe's trip planned today for one of those really wide industrial racks. So I'm gonna stack these up on top of each other.
Holy smokes.
Oh, come on. So snakes mainly have one functioning lung. So as he crawls around, you'll hear him. Basically, it sounds like a sigh. Just he's not hissing at you. So carpet pythons, they're not like ball pythons, which just sit in your hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna move them away from the rat. But yeah, so they will move around. But yeah, they're very curious. They're semi-arboreal, so they do love to climb. If there's a place for them to go, they'll head there. So if you want to shoulder him.
Oh. So do you just do you hold on firmly or let him?
Just let him move. You're kind of treadmilling him.
So then where's he going?
He's over here.
So, oh yeah, he'll swing around if he doesn't grab onto the lights. So, they like to do that. Come on around.
Hide.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh gosh. Got some whip action going on.
Come on, bud. There he goes. So I've got a hat rack that's going to be put up. So and typically anytime I get them out, I've got a hat rack and I'll just set them on that while I clean up their enclosure.
He just chills.
Yeah.
So
how long will this get?
He's about full size.
Okay.
So the jungle, they're from Australia. So there's different localities. He's closer to the jungle locality, which gets about 6 foot. The coastals, they're more tan, earthy tones as far as their scales go, and they can get around 9-10 foot.
Jeez.
So has this guy ever bitten you?
A couple times.
Just don't be afraid.
So I used to be more into breeding, and I used to have a lot of ball pythons and a lot of carpet pythons. And I would just get in such a flow, I'd get complacent. With venomous, I don't. I have protocol after protocol. But with these guys, you know, I'd be working with rats because some would be on a 7-day feeding cycle, some would be on 10, and some would be on 14. And so I'd have smell of rats on my hand, go in, and he's in shed or something like that. Every bite I've ever taken is my fault.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. What's the biggest snake you've ever had?
Probably a reticulated. It was a lavender albino, and I guess it was about 11 foot. but I was worried I was about to move into city limits because in Abilene city limits you can't have certain species that get over a certain size, nothing venomous, which is why I'm out here. And so I ended up selling him, her. It was a him.
How long was it?
About 11 foot, but they can get up to like 20 foot, 22 foot. I mean, they get pretty big. A lot of it depends on their feet.
This is super cool. Thanks for having us over.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, when I saw you guys were in town, I was like, whenever I travel, I like to do something that's out of the ordinary. So I was really happy you guys were still in town.
Yeah, Steve mentioned you found like the most rattlesnakes or something.
Oh yeah, I've done 45. I was on Good Morning America and USA Today for 45 out in Albany. I've done up to 60, and that was in Windthorst, just south of Wichita Falls. Jeez. And they are. I mean, it was a good time, but when you get those mobile homes with the tarps underneath, that moisture barrier, snakes love that.
Okay.
But snakes are easy. They bite for 2 reasons: food and fear. You know, prey and predator. And I mean, people on the other hand, like, you know, you guys,
crazy people that just
you've worked blue collar jobs. Yeah, you know how how people suck.
Yeah, I live out in East County, San Diego.
Oh yeah.
We get a bunch of rattlesnakes out there, like a lot of them.
Oh nice. Yeah.
So, I was moving some boulders one time, and like a bunch of them were just like.
Y'all got the Rubers out there, the red rattlesnakes.
I've never found a red one.
Yeah, they're not. That might be further south than you guys then. But yeah, you guys have some cool ones. My favorite species are all in Arizona though. The Arizona blacks, the speckled rattlesnakes, which I've got a speck. I'll show you.
Oh, cool. I'll let you take him back.
Yeah, his name's Shag. Because I have tons of puns, so I've got a Lieutenant Dan.
One-legged.
That thing's beautiful.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, his heat's coming back to him here in a couple hours after finish up cleaning and get him moved and on a rag. Let's start with the ball python. Basic. This one's wet. There we go.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been working with animals all my life. Actually, when I was about 3 years old, or up until the point I was 5, my parents had a pet store. And actually, at one point in time, we had the anaconda from the movie Anaconda, the one with Ice Cube.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Yeah. So, the real ones. Of course, they used every freaking snake in that. They used red tails and ball pythons, garter snakes. But yeah. So this one's a female ball python. This is, I guess, average adult size. They do get bigger. But yeah, this is what a normal looks like. Everyone knows these. But what I love about ball pythons is just how many paint jobs they come in and how different they can look. So if you want to hold her, she's...
So how do you tell between her and him?
But
So do these constrict?
yeah, these are constrictors. So these pythons and boas both are constrictors, and most colubrids.
What's a colubrid?
Colubrids are going to be like your corn snakes, your coach whips, your rat snakes, your bull snakes. But it also involves hognose, which is one of a couple non-constricting. So they are actually rear fang venomous. It's just not significant to humans. They use it to catch amphibians, toads, stuff like that. But a lot of the westerns, so you have your westerns and your easterns. Westerns are more prone to get on rodents. You just have to kind of watch the diet because it is higher in fat. But they're rear fanged, so in order to give you the venom, they have to chew on you for a second. So, but yeah, no, I mean, they're cool. I love the little upturned nose and how often they flick it. I always joke around and tell people that the scientific name for snake tongue is a fud.
There it is. It's in focus.
Okay. Let's go and put this guy back.
Yeah.
Or this girl.
This lady.
But yeah,
Excuse me.
I call ball pythons TV snakes because you can just put them on your shoulders. And
They're pretty chill.
yeah. But bull snakes, on the other hand, they can be jerks. which is why I always tap train them.
You want to hold this one, John?
That's alright. This one looks a little more fidgety.
Yeah. So these are the ones that are most often mistaken for rattlesnakes.
They look like one.
Yeah, so the stripes at the tail, you know, just kind of the pattern. They have keeled scales, which is rough scales. And they will actually mimic rattlesnakes by rattling their tail. Then they hiss. They're called bull snakes for a reason. But this guy, he went through quarantine with me because he was just laying out in the middle of the road wanting to get run over.
Oh, you found this one?
And yeah, so luckily I came across him and I was like, you're going home with me. So, but he's pretty chill most of the time. Just depends on...
he's pretty all over the place.
Yeah, so, and that's just the nature of the snake. But yeah, these guys get pretty big. They can get up to 7 foot long.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, they're... But yeah, no, he's real cool. Moves around. He's never bitten me, but he's tried.
Yeah.
Like I said, it just depends on the day with this guy.
Wow.
So this is an Arizona blonde tarantula. You
Can
can
those that won't hold.
Oh, come on, do it.
You can do it.
Do it for the YouTube.
This is your channel.
So you can find these guys all over Arizona, just going across the road. They're super cool looking. So if he was defensive, he would take his front legs and like raise them up, try and look bigger. He'd raise up his tail. But yeah, no, they're super cool looking. I mean,
Oh, no thanks.
oh, the beard's a cop out. But the way I did it the first time I held a tarantula is I just put my hand out in front, let it crawl across and back onto the other person's hand.
All right, let's do this.
So.
Oh boy.
Oh, my
Feels a lot different than you
I'm gonna
expected,
let
right?
him go 2 hands. He's like, you can't even feel it almost.
So if you took a macro shot, they're like little paws.
Yeah.
So they just have 8 eyes and 8 paws and eat bugs really fast.
Oh, there he goes. Dude, you gotta put this on your hand.
No thanks.
Just do it. Come on.
No.
All right.
Do it for the TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever. I don't know.
So
if you pick one up in the wild, would it be defensive? Probably.
some of them, depending.
Depends on how hungry it is.
It's just so the ones we have around here are Texas tans and Texas browns, and I got a Texas tan in there, which he wasn't too defensive until he got sexually mature, and then he just throws up his legs all the time. I used to put him on my face all the time. No, they're super cool.
I think we have black ones up where I live. My wife saw one climbing down the driveway. It was huge, about as big as her hand. My son was crying.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Oh yeah, so Susan is a cousin of the gargoyle gecko. She's a crested gecko. Only downside to these guys is if they lose their tail, they don't grow it back, which isn't really a downside too much because they still look cute as frog butts. Come on. There we go. Oh, she got most of it. Let me get another. And they also lick their eyeballs, which is really cool.
Got that. Oh, got it. Nice.
How are you acting today? This isn't her typical enclosure. She's in a PVC enclosure. I'm not a big fan of wood. It just becomes a petri dish after it gets wet.
What kind of snake was this again?
Red tail?
Red tail boa, yeah. She's
big.
Oh yeah. I'm being weary around here right now. Okay.
Well, you can put it back. I don't want.
Oh no, no worries. I just don't want her looking at my face.
Does she strike him?
She's bitten me once, but since she ate yesterday, I'm not putting her near my face. Okay. Come on now. You calm? Okay, yeah, she's chill. There we go. She just wants to climb on me. Cool. She just likes to make me nervous. But yeah, no, so she's, I guess, currently my biggest snake. Definitely girthy. But yeah, so her enclosure is out in the camper, which isn't fully insulated. So I just put her in this for the week.
That's where she'll get relocated.
Yeah.
And we drove up. We brought our fifth wheel up here, and we parked on the side of the road about halfway up here from California. It was 35 degrees when we woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
It was a lot colder than we thought it'd be.
Well, you know how water damage can be then. So.
Oh, it's funny you should say. I had to replace the floor on one of the pop-outs right before we left.
Rock right there on the right. Where are you at? Hold on, we have a shed.
Oh, I can see him.
Oh, there he is. It's my cottonmouth. He hates me. He does that every single time.
So is this a venomous one?
Yeah, so this one, and this one up top are all venomous,
Oh, okay.
which is why they are under lock. I actually don't even like this closet, so I bought two more from Lowe's. One for in here, and then one for in the next. Touching the top of the screen. Oh, he's gonna hide now. But you might hear him rattling. And that mimicry. Well, he doesn't want to be seen. That mimicry. Alright. So I found this guy out. Oh, let's not screw up the audio. I found this guy out in Arizona. They blend in perfectly to those granite rocks. So whatever color those rocks are is what color the snake will be.
Okay. So can they change, or they're just like?
No, they it's just all depending on the locality.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're all speckled rattlesnakes. I'm gonna get some for you. I've got the pigs out back. I used to have a whole colony of these, thousands of them, and then she just knocked over the whole thing, ate them all. So, her name's Salem, but most of the time I just call her Fat. Let's see. Will you eat while being held? Nah, no. There you go. We'll put her down for a sec, and then she'll go crazy for me.
Yep. Get your exercise. Nice.
That's a good one.
You know, all the manners. Smacking the lips. Yeah. That's Gatling, and that's Salem. Don't want you
Are
getting
these Goonies?
one of them's a potbelly, the other's a mini pig.
Oh, okay.
So, and she's pregnant, so I get babies here in a minute.
Nice.
But he's got blue eyes.
So. This turtle.
A tortoise?
Tortoise.
Tortoise.
Yeah, turtles have padded feet like ducks. These guys can't swim; they dig.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Max invited us over this morning. He showed us his reptile collection. I want to give a big thanks to him. His channel is Max's View. I'll let him go ahead and describe it a little bit.
Yeah, so basically it's my view of things. So I do a lot of traveling, checking out animals, you know, at different shows. I do some photography, show you some techniques on how to get really cool pictures of these guys. And then I crawl under houses, catch rattlesnakes from time to time. And then, yeah, just anything animal related. I share my experience with you guys. So
Don't you have? Did you say you had a couple records?
So it's tough to say records, just because Sweetwater is down the way and you get a lot of tall tales. But I have done some significant amount of relocations. I've been a part of a group that's relocated 60 snakes from under a house. I've been on news everywhere for relocating 45 snakes from under a house. So I don't do it professionally anymore. I got tired of the stickers and stuff in my chest. So I focus on the education, you know, outreach, and getting people some knowledge about the animals, changing their image a little bit.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for spending the time with us today. I'll put a link to his channel down below if you guys want to swing on over and check it out. And once again, thanks for having us over. Yeah. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
As always, thank you guys for watching. If you give me a huge solid, like, subscribe, share with your amigos. We'll see you guys next time.